Hey there, I'm Brian. I thought I'd show you around the Datsun. A couple people asked for a walk around and show you a little bit about the car. Okay, so this is my 1970 Datsun Roadster. Started life as a 1600cc four-cylinder Roadster. Obviously, it no longer has the 1600cc four-cylinder in it. The fenders are all fiberglass. It's all from a vintage race car that went back to steel. The rear deck lid is from another race car that I bought that started this whole thing. This car was completely totaled. I'll show a picture in there. It was apparently barrel rolled sometime in the 80s, and driven a little bit after that, apparently, and parked, and then with a bonehead gasket. So anyways, the car when I got it was extremely rough and made a good candidate. It had been used as a parts car for a while. Sat in a barn and was the most rust-free roadster I've ever had the pleasure to work with. It is, however, not straight. Race fiberglass doesn't fit great. The rocker panels are beat in. That's the good one. We worked a little bit on that. You can see this rocker panel here is hammered. The wheels are 14x7 slot mags that I found on Marketplace. Look in there, we've got Willwood brakes from T3 Tuning, Techno Toys Tuning. Rear axle, disc brakes as well. I can't see very well, but that's an 8.8 Explorer unit that's been narrowed up significantly. Inside, we've got a pair of bucket seats from 240Z, early 240Z. They're kind of rough, but they'll get recovered at some point. Center armrest is an ammo can. The dash out of a 69 2-liter. This car was completely gutted when I got it. I had no dash at all, so everything except for I think the steering wheel came from eBay or another Datsun Roadster guy. The dash came out of a parts car that was hit hard in the front. The dash was really, really bad, broken, so I gutted it, put a flat panel in there, stuffed some speed hut gauges in there. We've got a perfect tuning gauge. And if I turn on the ignition here, we've got our speed hut gauges, our perfect tuning gauge, Nissan GTR start-stop button, which does start and stop. I have it configured for auto start, so it cranks until it fires. My ECU master CAN keypad, and then over here we have the MS3 Pro Evo for engine control, and then down here we've got our ECU Master PMU 16. It's actually powering the car. Nothing else really fancy here. If we go back to the back of the car, we got battery in the trunk, and the fuel filler is airplane stuff. Put a floor mat in it today. Our fuel pump access down there. Got an Aeromotive Phantom 340 pump in it, in the stock tank. And if we go up here, open up the front. So first off, that's a TPI Chevy L98 Corvette throttle body. The bottom part of this is F-150 Lightning welded to the TPI front. That's a blower off of a 01-ish F-150 Lightning. It's put onto a 3.8 liter out of a 2000 Camaro. Those are cut and sectioned up later 4th gen Camaro headers. Running the factory ignition, only relocated the firewall. You can see the front drive is kind of a little bit of a milled up original Camaro stuff and some other stuff. Tensioner off an LT1, I think. We've got a eBay 3-row aluminum radiator. Steering column I cut off, had to move out of the way. I took out the inner fender wells, the box section, put in tubing, built adapters. The rest of the stuff, steering, all the steering linkage, everything is all stock, except for I've got Apex Engineering quick steer arms on it. You can see here on my Willwood proportion valve, Willwood Masters. Yeah. And then down here we've got tilt and pedal assembly, tilt and throttle, and clutch and brake. That's pretty much it. Right now she's making about 12 pounds of boost. It is cammed. I put in LS7 lifters. I believe LS6 springs, the 90-pound-ish LS beehive springs. And otherwise the motor's completely stock with, I have no idea how many miles. I took the heads off and made sure that it didn't have any chipped pistons, and then I put it together. So that's pretty much it. It's got the T5 out of the Camaro. And engine management by DIY Autotune, amp EFI, and brakes by Willwood. There's a whole lot of ZZ performance in here. They've been great and had no issues. And that's it. This thing hauls the mail, and it is going to autocross for the first time this next weekend. And not with these guys. Say hi, guys. Say bye, guys.